Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
What is going on, folks? We live on the air right now, man. It's your boy Mark D, and it's a special edition of my show, Word on the Street. All right, and I got some family in the building with me, man. If you been following me for any amount of time, right, maybe over the last year or so, you remember a show I used to do called Rock It or Stop It. It's a music review show. You know what I mean? I had a lot of artists submit music, and I will have you all help me to critique the music and let me know if it's music that I should put in rotation on my website or not, right? So one of the artists that used to send music once that show was running is on the air right now, man. A lot of y'all might remember him as my homie KL is in the building. What's going on, my homie?
What up, though?
What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word?
I cannot call it. I got to. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Man, I'm just saying, I appreciate you lending the platform, and on record, I want to say this brother is solid, and I'm just glad to that you extended to me, and let's get the word out. Man.
That's what's up, man. A lot of artists, man, send me music, man, over the course of the time that I've done my Rock It or Stop It show. You know, and everybody ain't make the cut. Everybody ain't make it through, man. Everybody ain't make it. So you being one of the artists, man, that has been consistent in sending quality music that people like, man, I want to tell you how much that I appreciate you, saying, not only for supporting the platform, man, but just your continually being the kind of artist that you are, man, because we have conversations all the time about the differences in between the generation of music now, like the difference in the artist, the caliber of the artist, the style of the artist, man. And you somebody over the duration that I've heard your music, I can say you stay true to yourself as an artist. Like I don't see you piggybacking off of the trends, right? Trying to jump on the bandwagon of the trends. You know what I mean? When I first heard you, I heard something that was original, something that I haven't, don't hear in artists from our region.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what stuck out, and that's what I appreciated about it. And over that course of time, it didn't change. You know what I mean, you kept staying in your lane with it. You know what I mean, and kept delivering every time. So I can say I can appreciate that out of you and the artist as well, man.
Man, I appreciate all all the tips and everything. They help you grow as an artist. But I don't want to exclude anybody either, because I will jump on this or that. I think that's something that I pride myself on, is being able to be versatile,
right? Yeah, be versatile, but at the same time, being yourself within that versatility.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, come out of pocket and be the next trending cadence that you hear coming out. You know what I mean? Shit like that you see a lot of artists doing. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. You know what I mean? Okay. I can appreciate originality, and at the same time being diverse. I mean, it's not like a one dimensional. Saying that you are yourself, not saying that you one dimensional by far.
I just don't want to. I don't want to burn that bridge anymore. As somebody who is, my man Chill Will said, we the OGs now. Shouts out to Chill Will Schoolcraft, but I don't want to burn that bridge anymore. I just don't feel like the music belongs to me. I feel like I do my version of it, but so younger artists, you know what I'm saying. I get when I'm in the studio, I get requests for features, and it's surprising to me as it is you, but. I think the younger artists like that. They may not say that, but they're open to some of the quote unquote OGs being on it with them. So I want to rock with it.
If they are actually thorough in what it is that they are and what they're doing in this art form, right? They couldn't be who they are if they didn't appreciate those that came before them and the styles that existed before they. You know what I mean? So I feel like we need to do more of bridging the gap.
Yes.
With the artists, as far as generationally, you know what I mean? Because at one point in time, recently, not too far back, we had, dare I say, a fuse between younger artists and older artists. Was like the OGs don't like us, you know what I mean? And they, almost beefing, like almost disrespect from the younguns to the OG, like, you know what I mean? But I feel like, that energy is changing, you know what I mean? Nowadays.
Yeah, it should, because we all have, let's concentrate on what's in common. We all encounter the same situation. They just got a different perspective. So, allow for it. Take their age into account. If I quoted you on everything you were saying at that age,
right?
I may be looking at a pile of shit. So let them grow within. But I just want to encompass everybody. We got to bridge this because nationally, from the outside looking in,
right.
the Detroit sound, quote unquote. So that's something that we try to develop, and I'm glad that I was able to. When I'm in the studio, I always say, look, if it's trash, it's trash.
It's trash.
We can delete it, but I'm gone. Yes, that's what they make a delete button for. But I'm gonna try it, and that's where sometimes you got something. So I'm open to all that.
And sometimes, like, I had to learn this as a producer, right? When I make beats, of course, I'm my biggest critic, and I'm not gonna put something out or present something to people that I don't like, right? But at the same time, I'm not gonna buy 1 million copies of my own beats,
Right.
So it's not about me liking it all the time, you know what I mean? Or it's sometimes being able to step outside of the box,
Yes.
to try to tap into something new, because you never know what you might find. You know what I mean? It's, you might be UGK on Big Pimpin'. You never know, right? Because we all know the story about that, where Pimp ain't even want to do the song. He's
Right.
like, what is this? That song, it sounds stupid, jigging. He from like New York, so but then they end up being like the biggest song of their career.
A
You know what I'm
classic.
saying? So.
Yeah.
It's about stepping outside of the box. And now with that being said, stepping outside of the box, right? Because now we know and we see nowadays the rap game to be, and more probably so, always has been a young man sport. You know what I'm saying? The kid sport, as they say. You know what I mean? So how do you feel? What do you say? Because you're not, one that would be considered one of the younger artists, right? So
No.
how do you feel about being, in this level of the game right now, in this day and age, as far as being considered a young man sport?
Yeah, and to a degree it is. As far as pop music or top 40, it is going to be because they present better. So understandably so. But that's what I'm saying. This is the first generation of older listeners that we've had. Hip hop has never been this old. So you got people that have been listening to it from the beginning, and can see all the different revelations. A lot of the younger artists may not know, that we've heard that sound before. So you need someone to speak to that audience. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. We can make grown people music and talk directly to us. That's no shade to them. And I don't want to exclude them. I just think that it's a certain age bracket that would get my references. You know what I'm saying? Something that's older than the millennial might get. But that's fine. It's not music is music.
Dig that. Yeah, because we do see, artists that are still thriving that are not, of the younger generation. You know what I mean? People that were still doing it when we were doing it. You know what I mean? We still see, the Jay-Z still out here dropping music. We still see the Nas is still out here dropping music. You know what I'm saying? We would still, if we still had him here, DMX, like a lot of people, and that was a good point that you made about the audience. You know what I'm saying? We grew up, we still here, we grew up on this. So it's like, it's still a market for it out there.
It's hard to let go. Okay, even you mentioned the Jay-Z's and a lot of the artists getting older, but here locally, okay. When I used to go to to go to showcases, I'm talking about you got Marv One, you got Fat Father, Miss Corona, you got Nigeri Earth, you got just a room full of people. Proof is there. Ob Trice, Super MC. This is all on one night.
Yeah.
Right. These are legends now. So I'm gonna go scribble my name up there. You know what I'm saying? If you could just be a fly on the wall, T Hill, Quit Playing Entertainment. It was monsters back then. So we look at the music differently, but a lot of people shied away too. And I don't. We got the memes out here. Well, if you over 35, you shouldn't still be rapping. Would you tell an artist that? Would you tell Picasso, cut it out? You reached your age limit. Would you tell Beethoven, well, stop composing because you reached your limit? That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and then especially like the most golden point you made about that is because we still have like the children that grew up with hip hop. Like there was kids when hip hop was a baby, right? And then now hip hop is the same age as us. So we're still here, right? And we still have a story to tell, right? We still have a story to tell and the observation to have from the perspective that we are at this age. You know what I mean? So again, I like what you said. Picasso, does he have an age limit? Did you tell him when to stop painting? Does his vision stop? Does his ability, his creativity, his skill go somewhere? No.
And this
it
is
seasons and gets better if anything.
yeah. So maybe we may have to label it differently, but I'll go ahead. There, you can have your music, and it's still you can still have ours. It's choices. So that's the main thing. And I just appreciate people who have continued, to polish their gift or freshen up their craft. Older artists who are still out here doing it. So Big Gov, shouts out to Big Gov. You know what I'm saying? Keep it stretch money.
Had a legendary, Detroit style, what I call the hit zone, right? My own version of Versus. I don't know if you was able to catch that.
Oh yeah.
With Stretch Money and Big Gov a year and a half ago. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna end up trying to put something like that together again, man. But it's hard to find an artist that's the egos in the city, man. A lot of people with the names, man, it's just I don't know about anything in regards to working together. That's one thing that we still need to work on in the city. Like we see it, coming together on some scale, but still, it's a lot of work to be done in that area, man. It's a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, I wish we could get together on that, but I think that's a great idea. Anywhere that you can showcase yourself, you can get, who knows how far this expands. You got audiences all over the world. So.
I mean, even with that case, they both told me how they streams went up, after that because they basically, I explained to them that we just pollinating our audiences. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that may know about him that they don't know about you, and vice versa. So now they searching each other. You know what I mean? Right. And everybody win. You know what I mean? Everybody's watching on my platform, and they learning about y'all, and that's how it's supposed to go. Yeah,
I want to on the sidebar. Quick comment. Mm-hmm. What is your opinion on performing with or without the vocals?
I guess it depends on first thing that come to mind. I want to say the length of the performance. You know what I'm saying, and how stamina draining that performance may be. Now I can appreciate a performance without the vocals over because now it shows me your true showmanship. You know what I mean, and your true ability on the stage as an artist. The lip singing is maybe for large ass stadiums. You know what I mean, where you want to make sure that your audio is on sync and without the echo and stuff like that. But
that's the thing about it. Do you get a sound check? If you don't get a sound check, then how am I performing? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be more of a disservice to you than helping you if I can't hear what. So we'll kick it about that. I just wanted to check in. I'm not gonna say that I'm against it, but like I prefer and appreciate it. Raw form. Raw. That's how it originated. I just want people to be able to hear your product. So
hear you as an artist. You know what I mean? Not a recording of you. We know, especially in this day and age, how a recording can be manipulated and make you sound good and better and off than you really are. You know what I mean? So that's not really.
You're not even lip singing half of you putting the mic to the audience half the time. Like we could have stayed in the car.
Right. Hell no. So let me know about this project, man, that you got right now, man. What's going on with the project? What's the name of it?
Name of the project is COVIDed.
COVIDed.
It's a play on, how people say, I liked it or it looked it good. So we was COVIDed. And what that's describing is the lockdown. When everybody was locked down, we never seen nothing like this before, where the whole globe was locked down, was on break, and we was on pause. So during that time, I just dove into this, and I've been an artist for in and around Detroit hip hop over 20 years, but I purposely avoided the editorial side, the engineering side. So I was very raw with it. So I dove into that and tried to, get my own project going, just as a thought, because I feel like I had looked at a picture from the Spanish flu 100 years ago, and the people there had masks on the same mask that we have on today. And I'm wondering, like, well, how were they going through that? They were showing them in stadiums and whatnot. So I just think, this is a historic time, and people are going to be looking back on this time long after we gone. And even though you got the numbers of who was infected and who wasn't, they still want to know how we was doing as a people. Like, well, how was y'all getting through it? So this is just like a reflection of that. We was making art. It's not a blow by blow, day by day of what was happening during the lockdown. This is just some of the music that came. I made just a vat of music, and this is what I pulled out. So maybe some of the other stuff will see the light someday, but for now, COVIDed. And this. I just feel like this is a base level project. I feel like it's something that's going to be added onto. I'm already talking with, getting the visual part of it done. Maybe spur a film or something out of it. So I want when you hear it, the things that you can relate to that you went through. Add your story to that. How were y'all doing during the pandemic? Or it's a little snippet of it in each song talking about what it was like during that time. So something you can relate to.
What was it like for you as an artist? How did it change you, man? What was the pros and cons of COVID? You know what I'm saying? How were you COVIDed as an artist?
Well, first of all, I'm a family man. I'm not home with these damn kids. I can't. I'm used to you going to the going somewhere. And now you're not going nowhere, so that's an adjustment in itself.
Right.
And then, so you're trying to keep them saying this something that nobody experienced before. So I don't have no reference for this.
Right.
So you're trying to keep the tone cool, but just everything. And it's funny because we look at it now and it's funny, but at the time we didn't know what was going on.
We didn't know what the hell was going on. We were scared.
They talking about put gloves on, take the gloves off. The gloves spreading the germs. Put the footies on. No, you spreading the germs. It's lynch on metal. We in here wiping off groceries and stuff. So this
rinsing the groceries off in the packages before you bring them in the house.
And people are ready to fight at the grocery store, because they were saying keep your 6 feet distance.
All that crazy stuff.
So I just want to relive and document that, how we dealt with all this adjustment for everybody, and we still adjust and we still not out of it. It's not a play on. I do want to keep the tone. We know it's serious. I lost 2 uncles and an aunt during this pandemic, so it's not something to take that lightly at all. Rest their souls, but this is just an expression for us as people to kind of reflect, some of the things we was going through. The whole the protests, the Black Lives Matter, all that stuff was
man.
Going
all
on.
in the middle of the George Floyd and all of that, right when it kicked off, man. That's crazy, yeah. So we got a couple of songs off the album, man. We got that you sent here. So which one you want to get into first? Let me know about. Let's see. We got Trendsetter and let's get into COVID.
Let's get to COVID. Yeah, that's the title.
So what is this? What is this song?
This is more
depicted.
This is more or less an opening to the album, the second track on there, and it's just describing some of the things that we went through during that time. Watching news daily and just trying to pull everything together. So this is. You remember everybody would start going live and we watching everybody watching we binging shows, all that stuff. I try to just take a snapshot for the people who didn't live during this time. So
they get time capsule for the people that didn't live through COVID. All right, so let's check it out, man. This is KL COVID It right here. We'll be right back. 7mileradio.com.
Left and down to my last 2 raw cones, and we've been ordered not to step outside of our home. School's been postponed, they sent the message through the phone. Now you trapped in them 4 walls with your kids all alone. I mean, come on. How much longer do you think we gon' wait when the numbers inside the community continue to escalate? This ain't hate, this ain't fake, this ain't really up for debate. But at this point, I'm about ready to go invest in some way. See, people say pestilence is a sure sign of God, but them unemployment numbers only thing I see reach towards the sky. Say goodbye to the handshake and daps are a thing of the past. Now no questions asked when we see each other in gloves and masks. Even grocery shopping does switch up. Yeah, some things done definitely changed. Now I need at least a car lane between us in that checkout lane. I don't really know how to explain, but this new normal sure feels strange, and I don't know if we'll ever go back to the way it was again. Every day the news got an announcement or a presidential press conference talking about the vaccine's responsive, but nobody even know how to pronounce it. Still everybody swear they know shit. Coronavirus is not COVID. Meanwhile, they said you can have it, be walking around and not even know it. I'm like, Oh shit, did y'all know this? Why the hell you niggas ain't at your cribs? Yeah, y'all stay on that whole shit. We ain't never gonna get to reopen. Everybody coping, some people moping, blaming the powers that be. Other people posting, and half were quoting about the dangers of 5G technology. I'm like, probably, I mean possibly. I don't put nothing past this society. Trying to practice some sobriety, but vice is coming, all variety. Said you ain't like it, but now it's Friday, and you already in the season 5, and now we going live and up day and night so high that we ain't hitting trumpets to see that lightning.
My dog, always with some funky shit, man. Always bringing the funk with the shit, man. And it's like you gotta almost like a down south kind of a vibe, almost with a lot of your music too. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing about Detroit, man. If you really listen to Detroit music, it's really a gumbo of a lot of different vibes and a lot of different sounds. I mean, you may have one or two specific sounds or vibes that is at the forefront that will give you the whole, Detroit sound that everybody talk about, right? But, if you really dig deep, man, and you are, not even gonna say if you ain't, because you ain't got to be from the city to know this now, but if you really dig deep through the scene, man, you'll really see a plethora of diverse, different types of artists, man, in the city, man, and I appreciate that. And like I said earlier, you one of them. You bring a different, little season into the Detroit scene with the music.
And I want that too, even if it's just a speck or the outline, put it in there so we can get the whole picture of what's going on here. And I just wish that we had a showcase. I mean, this is Motown, and I feel like at least one of the establishments, even if it was just quarterly or monthly, just to showcase what's going on in the city. If someone was from out of town and they wanted to get a feel for local music, it's scattered here.
So what do you mean? What do you feel like is necessary? Like a big artist showcase once a year or something like? But who? If we did that, it's so many artists in the city, man. How many?
I wouldn't do it annually because then it would get political and it would be like some of the other events we have. I'm talking more like a stomping ground, like a test zone,
a consistent open mic, like maybe monthly, like what's the fucking God damn, I can't even think of the hip hop shop type.
Or like or Sound Off Sundays. Shout out Cam Brass. And something like that, but a bigger, but like the Fillmore or even the Fox, it's just one night, and of course you'll be booked ahead of time and get used to being on bigger stages, right? And present yourself.
Well, I mean, I guess that will boil down to promoters, people who had the funds to put together an event like that, to believe in the artists on that level. You know what I mean? And when you have a climate like a lot of the artists like to create in the city, where it's like, somebody's always beefing with somebody. I just throw it out there like that. It's like, damn, how lucrative would trying to put together a big event like that for these size artists in the city? You would have to be somebody with a certain level type name, and a group of those, right, to get an event like the Fox, the Fillmore, or something like that.
I mean, it don't have to be all hip hop. We got other talent.
And then you're absolutely right, it doesn't. So maybe you mean just like a talent showcase. You know what I mean?
Or like how they have stages at Taste Fest or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Where it's different things going on. You can fit all that in there. I just, of course, it would be limited artists, but I think with a monthly thing, it's enough where somebody where the politics won't get in the way, because that's more than enough opportunity, I feel like, for somebody to present themselves on that level. So
or maybe quarterly.
Quarterly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fine too.
Because the thing about it, right? Because because there's a lot of open mics in the city, right? That's done every week. You know what I'm saying? So what would be different about this than any other ones that's out there? So you would have to do it quarterly to make it big enough promotion wise.
Yeah, because it take time for word to get around.
For word to get around about it. You know what I mean? And then to separate it from all of the ones that's just happening all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to make this the big coup de grace of them all.
You got enough time to get it together in 3. Yeah, that's an idea.
So maybe that's what is. That's somebody need to put that together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we put it out there now.
We got enough people bringing Jeezy to town every other month.
Yeah.
Right? We got enough people bringing a lot of these celebrities to town, and some of these shows don't even really do that well, even with these big names. You know what I mean? So why not take the shot on those resources and try to get the same crowd or more?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dealing with some of these artists that need that exposure.
Yeah, that's a good a test on, and I feel like once you go through there, then you ready for anything. I was at not the state, but Above the Shelter when they were booing Eminem off of there. So,
wow. Damn, man. So yeah, man, we got a couple more minutes left, man. So what's up with the next song, man? We got one more song to play off of the album COVID It, and this one is called, let's see what it is. It's a Trendsetter, right?
Trendsetter, On My Own. And that the On My Own is to really to myself, because it's something I set out to do. I didn't know how I was going to accomplish it, but I wanted to leave something from that time period. It's a couple of years later, but I finished it on my own. So we were COVID It. I got all the you know, as I start working on the project, I'm getting better. The more you do something, you're gonna get better at it. But I couldn't, fix everything. So I'm just glad to get it off. I like how Royce the 5'9" said, shouts out to Royce. He said once he finishes a project, it's like a painting, like a work of art, and he just sets it free. So it's me setting it free.
Yeah, man, and that's how it should be with art. You know what I mean? That's how it should be with art. You know what I mean? It's subjective. You put it out there and you let it do to people whatever it does.
So Trendsetter, this is the latest this is the first single off here. Just talking about some of the things that I feel like I've done in the past to set trends and then move on to the next one. So yeah, let that one.
Trendsetter, man. Let's hear it. COVID It. Where can they pick the album up, man? By the way,
it started off today. It's streaming everywhere: Apple Music, iTunes, Tidal, Google, even YouTube. I'll let them play with it. So. Hey, check me out. Also, we'll get to that after that.
I'm
Trendsetter.
trying to play the damn song. Is it gonna play for me or what? Did you send this the wrong type of file or what?
All right, let me see.
Because it ain't it's not playing for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Let me try to reload this email or something.
Okay. Yeah, because I sent something after that, but maybe that's
Okay, well let me see. You sent something else. You said.
Mm-hmm. It was attached to the same. Let me see.
Let me go. Okay, yeah, I do see something else. So what is this? The La Raza?
La Raza.
All right, let's see if this one will play for us right quick. And what is going on right now? It is. Let's see if I can download it then and play it, because it's not playing straight out the email. Technical difficulties, y'all know how it goes. Sometimes on live TV and radio. So let's see Lil Raza real quick if it's gonna play on the. There we go. We'll be right back.
C-A Space L. Now I don't know what you been told, but we about to set the shit straight in the streets. For all the niggas always got something to say whenever it come to debating me. No disrespect, but I disrespect those disrespecting me blatantly. Fuck these niggas wanna hate me, cause I'm gassed up with no vacancy. Keep the oven hot and be baking beats. Y'all niggas still vapor seeds. Shit all seem fake to me. Probably work for the agency. Probably thought they was replacing me. Shit never ceased to amaze me. Never let us tell about fading me. Probably never make it in the next week. Don't know what the fuck these niggas expecting, but I got too much shit that I'm protecting. See, we fight free, you niggas wrestling. And when I think about it, that's the best thing. Let's keep it all on wax, keep it in the ring. Since all you niggas rapping about fantasy, living life so lavishly. King of your kingdom and galaxy. I just be looking and laughing. These niggas ain't even on nationally, but y'all wanna play it so casually. Y'all niggas together ain't half of me. I just be looking and laughing. Don't even get streamed internationally, but y'all wanna play it so casually. Y'all just come pairs y'all ass to me. And this is for the Raza. And this is for the Raza. And this is for the Raza. This is for the rising. Got a text the other day from a publicist. Said love my shit out in Bangladesh and about 100 other languages. I don't even know why I'm explaining shit. I don't even know who in my weight class, cause it's always hurry up and wait fast. But I've been up way before break fast, and I'm hungry like I ain't even ate yet. I ain't even took a break yet. Been hanging around like a Nate glass, but you asleep with your woke ass. We already broke through that plate glass. We already see through your fake ass. Cut the serpent from the grass, turn the servants to the mass. Stir the grits up, roll the hash up. Now let that bitch breathe. I need no reprieve. I wear it on my sleeve. Gone off and do leave. I grab it on my squeeze, and I ain't yelling freeze. And no, I never been a mobster, but like the Phantom of the Opera, mask off while you catch a couple hot ones. No, I never been an imposter. On my paperwork proper, captain of the roster. This is for the rising. This is for the rising. And this is for the rising. And this is for the rising. And this is for the rising.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
I start to trans, then I leave them alone. Soon as they thought they smelled me, I switched to cologne. Thought they had my numbers, I don't pick up the phone. Thought he was your mans, but I'm here on my own. I start to trans, then I leave them alone. Soon as they thought they smelled me, I switched to cologne. Thought they had my numbers, I don't pick up the phone. Thought he was your mans, but I'm here on my own. I start a trend, then I leave it alone. Too original to ever be copy the clone. Too fly of a nigga to get flew to flown. 3 times as likely to still make it home, even when I venture outside my zone. CA space L, yeah, the name is known. And I know these little babies all thinking they grown, but this is gentleman shit, so nigga watch your tone. Here on my own, the architect to your blueprint. I'm the reason that you and your mans want them blue tints, but unless they translucent, don't matter what you spend. Can't look into the eyes behind the frames of Clark Kent. Check out my darts, it's still one of the sharpest. Really nothing like these other artists. Dopest part is I got it from under the carpet. Hit the hardest, get your whole shit parted. I start trends, then I leave them alone. Soon as they thought they smelled me, I switched to cologne. Thought they had my numbers, I don't pick up the phone. Thought he was your mans, but I'm here on my own. I start the trends, then I leave them alone. Soon as they thought they smelled me, I switched to cologne. Thought they had my numbers, I don't pick up the phone. Thought he was your mans, but I'm here on my own. Deluxe edition, in pristine condition. I'm the promise made, coming to fruition. Built different, even though socially distant. The product remained consistent, still completed the mission. Bad boy, real Detroit pissed, and back to business, too flagrant for bill shit. Trying to get them to listen, never did it for mentions. Back before all the attention, who you think gave the vision? COVID, it be Verona, red names off diplomas. RX so much Arizona, then it store on the corner. Keep that same energy normal, I'm dressed but this informal. Trendsetter, doing my best just to influence, this is proven. Part of the culture, part of the movement. Now let me be the first to put you up on some of this new shit. This cool shit I fool with. Get deep off in my toolkit. Available on every platform or YouTube. I start the trends, then I leave them alone. Soon as they thought they smelled me, I switched to cologne. Thought they had my numbers, I don't pick up the phone. Thought he was your mans, but I'm here on my own. I start the trends, then I leave them alone. Soon as they thought they smelled me, I switched to cologne. Thought they had my numbers, I don't pick up the phone. Thought he was your mans, but I'm here on my own.
Back in the building with my dog, KL, man. Always got some funk. Always got some hot music coming down the pipeline, man. Where can they find you at on social media, broski, on all of your platforms?
313 CAL. That's Twitter. On Instagram on 313CA_L. You still kicking it on Facebook? I'm CA_L. So follow it. I'm planning on having a lot more content. Of course, the merch is coming, but I want this to be organic. Whatever y'all responding to, that's what we're gonna go with. Shooting the visuals and everything coming up next. So man, I just appreciate it, man. I appreciate
that. And this project dropped today, huh?
Dropped today, July 4th.
There it is, man. So y'all go check that out.
All your platforms.
You know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot more songs on that, man. Look like we got how many tracks on there? We got on the
8 tracks.
8 tracks.
It's an EP, but it's meaty. You know, it's a meaty, beefy EP.
Yeah, I mean nowadays albums we not seeing the 15, 20 albums.
So ways.
It's like if you do, it's like a big. I don't even know what to call it. It's like a damn near a double album. It's like, you know what I'm saying? The 20 songs is damn near a double album, 25 songs.
You work just as hard on that 20th song as you did on that first song, but they never going to get to that 20th song.
You might as well split it into 2 projects.
Yeah.
What else you want people to know before you get out of here, man? Anything else you got new coming up or what?
I'm looking for, I want to reach out and interact with people as far as these visuals go, because like I said, this is just the beginning. I feel like this is just the soundtrack.
Oh man, don't make me go get a camera, KL.
Hey man, make it happen. I just, it's not just my experience. I didn't go through COVID by myself, so I just want to fill in the blanks. This is just something to get the ball rolling, but this is going to be bigger than all of us.
Dig it. Well, as always, man, appreciate your support. Appreciate you coming by, you know what I'm saying, dropping the hot music through, you know what I'm saying, that we're going to see you probably in a couple more months, I'm sure, you know what I'm saying,
yes, sir.
back in the building, get through, if not a couple of more songs on this album, though you probably had something else cooked up by then. So.
Yeah, and I want to support all your all your shows. I see what you're doing. This is a network. This is a network. So I'm glad to have been able to be on here. Everybody on your podcast, keep doing what you're doing. You know, I'll be messing with all of them.
Yeah, I see you chiming in from time to time on them too. I see them, man. I appreciate you, dog. So yeah, man. Until next time, KL, man, is in the building. Go follow him on the social media at KL313 and all the rest of the platforms out there. Go look up the album COVID, the new album that just dropped today.
Gentleman shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. And we up out of here until next time, man. I appreciate you, broski.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.